Hello, Facebook. Let's try to get a good angle and turn off that fan. Hello, welcome. Welcome to Massage Intuition Wellness Wednesdays. Hope everyone is having a good day. Here in Oklahoma City, it's actually a beautiful day. It started a bit windy and chilly, and then it warmed up, so it was a nice break from the heat. So please welcome. Hello, Ms. Sherry. Welcome to Massage Intuition's Wellness Wednesdays. I'll go ahead and get started. As you may already know or not, these live session videos are always kept and just posted currently on the Massage Intuition Facebook page. So if you don't already follow, please come follow. And I also am getting better at posting on the YouTube page. So there is a Massage Intuition YouTube, and we are adding these live sessions. We're about up to 10 or 11 already, so that library is growing. Welcome, my name is Cindy Velez Mejia, licensed massage therapist, proud owner of Massage Intuition. I am a mobile therapist and coordinate mobile massage teams. When we are allowed to get back to business, we're excited. And I am going to go ahead and get started with today's session. Just a little history for those that have not been watching, or this is your first time, welcome. This all really got started because of the pandemic and massage therapists like myself completely out of work. So this was a way to offer some help. There is a great article I just read that identified that many of us are now experiencing what's called skin hunger, or just a hunger for touch. Many find great relief in massage. And so these videos are just a kind of way to share what we do to take care of our own bodies. And hopefully in the interim, you could help yourself. Now, some cities are opening up, so I'm hoping that some of you are going to be able to resume your massage routines. But I think I intend to keep doing these, because if you can't get to a massage or something, these little sessions might be just what you need to carry you over. We also like to always mention that as licensed massage therapists, we do not take precedent over any conditions or treatments or regimens you're on. So if massage is contraindicated, perhaps in your duration of pregnancy, or medical conditions or medicine or medications, that takes precedent. But don't shy away from watching. Maybe just even observing some techniques can be therapeutic. Great. So if you can hear me well, just give me thumbs up or hearts. That would be great so we can get started. If you would like or can, please share, invite others to watch. And again, if they can't watch now, they'll always be able to see the video later on. And what we're going to focus on today is actually, it may have been, great, thank you for that feedback. It may have been a more technical term, but it is a muscle that actually plays a really big part in quite a few things that matter, and that is the pectoralis minor. So in short, we are going to work this muscle. So you might be used to like this whole area. It's called our pec muscles. Some men flex them and can move them. Underneath, so almost all muscles or layers, underneath the pec major is a smaller muscle, kind of like a 2 or 3 strand muscle called the pec minor. And so if I was cut and layered, this is how it works. And it's going to connect a portion of my shoulder to my first ribs. So you've got to try to imagine all that, okay? But we're going to work on our pec minor, which is underneath this top muscle. And the benefit and reason that we're focusing on that is, well, there's just so many muscles, and we've worked on some of them, but this particular muscle, the pec minor, helps with your posture. So if you're with me, standing is fine, but even if we just kind of want to get comfortable with where it is, if you raise your arm out So it's just out next to you, and you're kind of getting into your armpit, and you just like lower your arm and then rotate your shoulder forward and back. It's the muscle, especially when you go forward, that you might feel almost pinches around your finger. Do you see where my finger is? I'm actually cupping right into the armpit. So kind of right, the armpit meets the chest. So I cup in there. If you want to find where this pec minor is, this is the hand motion. I'm going to cup that in here. And I'm going in. I'm not just like, oh, it's here. No, I'm cupping into there. And if I have my arm raised and I lower my arm, same cupping, and I rotate my shoulder forward, you feel this kind of like, there's like this movement there. This muscle, pec minor, is connected in there. So it is directly related to posture. If you keep good posture, shoulders back, it's able to release more. If you do office work, feel stressed, leaning over, gardening, a variety of things that we're doing, this muscle is what starts the forward or anterior rotation. So it's when, I'm doing it extreme, but when posture starts to go bad and it starts to curve forward. Okay, so that's the pec minor. Excellent. So now that we know where it is, we can start to work on it. Interestingly, welcome Tosh, welcome Miss Rika. Interestingly, the pec minor helps with breathing too, with expanding and allowing respirations. And so I found it timely as well. Many individuals have been concentrating on things like improved respiration and immunity to contend, obviously not just the obvious pandemic, but allergies and other colds that are coming through. So let's go ahead and loosen that area up, okay? And what I'd like to do is first have you start off with a stretch. I actually do this before every single massage. And if any of you are here locally and have seen me at the country club I work at, I will do this just right in the hallway. We're going to just do big circles. It's almost like an exercise routine, but since we're concentrating here, and I'm talking big circles, we're going to do 10 of them. And there's no bending the elbow. If you have limitations, do your best. We're going to do 10 big circles backwards. So 1, 2, my shoulder prop, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, breathe, 8, 9, 10. Raise those shoulders straight up. Blow it out, down. And now we're going to do these huge circles forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, breathe, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. And then I just kind of shake that out. I mean, really, you know, when you're really trying to loosen up, yeah, all the way through. Good, shoulders up. And blow out. Okay, we are now ready to get to our pecs. So to get it started, let us just do a circular, I'll call you guys my regulars. It's like this light claw, and we can do this over close. You don't have to necessarily go under, and you can just do circles. So if you see where I'm at, my clavicle bone is up here. I'm about 3 inches below that. I'm just going to do some circles. Circles are a big deal if you haven't caught on already. So we're going to do circles. I'm starting not at the sternum, about 3 inches in. Okay, so kind of the side of my neck, straight down. So we're going to do circles. We're going to go all the way out and get to about the armpit area. So see where I came out? Okay, so do that again. Side of the neck, straight down. And I'm just doing circles until I get, I'm going to work all the way through, come out to that armpit area. Because this is where the pec minor is. So if we follow that rule, about 1 inch under the clavicle, lateral side of the neck, and did circles, when I come out of that, I'm going to be right where I need to be for the pec. Also what we're doing is warming that muscle up. Let's cross over and do that on the other side. Those circles, circles, and then land right at that Whew, I feel that one light at that armpit. If you've not worked with us before, you'll know that when we do these circles, I try to get close enough that you can see. So it's not like a light. Those fingers are arched for a reason, so that I'm pushing in and providing real pressure to those areas. So circle. We almost always do this. We also do the circles in the opposite direction. So if you were going circle clockwise, now counterclockwise, all the way back out. I happen to be lifting my arms so you can see, but it might be useful for you. And you want to get right into that armpit area. Same thing on the other side, circles, opposite direction, arm might be raised, so you can get right into that area. And I wore tank top to help with that. See what my tank top says? Ooh, maybe too close. Kizomba saved my life. If you're not familiar with me in the dance community and would like to know more about what that means, reach out to me later. Good, so we've done those circles, and then we can go across. If you are doing this at night, maybe in the shower, the privacy of your home, you of course could use a little lotion, just the water from the shower. Now, this would be the pec major, but while we're working that, if you feel areas of tenderness, especially for us as ladies, this is often an area that if we go for a professional massage may not be addressed. There could be state restrictions and other regulations that do prevent them from going obviously to a certain limit. Then you can do this on your own. So when I do massage a female client, I will work this. I will maybe work a little bit further down, and of course based on their comfort level, but not actual breast tissue. But all of this is still pec. This is still the pectoralis muscles. Okay, so those circles could work an inch down specifically for what we're doing today, either direction. But go ahead if you'd like and go another inch, and those circles, work them all the way through. Probably feel, and the other way as well. And often my female clients will say, "Ooh, that is sore. Why does that hurt so much? I've never had work done there." And I'm sorry and yet glad to be the first to provide that type of relief to them. Okay, so we've loosened that up. We can go cross on either side, and it's really just my fingers pushing down and in so that I can get around. Okay, so now let's actually get to the pec muscle. And if you were comfortable with doing this routine and you got right to the armpit, so right here, I'm basically pinching. Doing this motion yet again, I'm basically pinching. So I'm in the armpit, right under the shoulder blade, and I'm not going really deep. Do you see that? I'm like at the front piece, that piece that I feel movement when I rotate my shoulder. And we're actually just going to do circular motion, pinching, and we're going to go half an inch down and keep doing. So both sets of fingers, my main fingers and my thumb are doing like this motion. So they're circular, and this is doing the same back, pinching towards each other. So I'm pinching in, and I'm going to come down quite a bit. I can do this over the shirt to really help you see what my hand is doing. So I'm pinching, I'm going to come down a little bit further. This may hurt. This may be very tender. For me, it's very tender right at this point. Okay, and then we're going to go up again. And I do it kind of subconsciously. So when I was going down, my circular motion was this way. Trying to measure from clockwise or counter. But it was now when I do those circles all the way down in that direction, when I go up, I go the opposite direction. The rationale behind that is just promoting circulation and really expediting it. So if it's just the same stroke all the way, sure, blood will come, but we want forward and backward flow of blood. We want the muscle to not just be softened in one direction. Very often opposite or even cross fibers are what really allow that relief. So I'm doing those circles. I'm pinching down, can even hold it 5 seconds. That pinch is there. And now I'm going to work up and I'm going to go the opposite direction. It's really not very hard. It's not very hard at all, but it allows. Now, to add to that, why don't we stretch our arm all the way up? So now really all that's left here is that tender muscle that can help us get to the pectoralis minor. So my hand's straight up, and I'm doing that same grip, and I go down. Whoo, and I go right there. I don't know if you have found a spot where it's like, yeah, that's it, right there. And then all the way down. So I really go down to the base. I'm starting at the top and going not just at the end of what you might consider the armpit, but about another inch down. And I can release that arm. I can rub that shoulder. So what you may not see is that I'm rotating the shoulder forward, but I'm also with this hand pulling it. When I say pulling, it's almost like massage-wise, pulling. So my fingers are cupping while I go forward. I'm going to pull that all the way through to that pec. All right, so let's do that again. We've done the exercise, the modality where our hand is up. When my hand comes down, I start to rotate that shoulder forward anteriorly, and now I'm going to self-massage by cupping and pull my finger slow. Pull that finger and cup all the way, and now I'm going to cup all the way down into that pec area. Whew, shake that out. How are you feeling? How does that feel? Let me know your thoughts. My shoulder keeps popping. And this release may, as I'm saying now, cause some discomfort or soreness now, but this can really help with releasing posture and improving our respirations. And couldn't we all improve some decreased stress and improved oxygenation right now? Great. Before we move on to the other side, I'm checking what, if any, questions do you have on this routine? How many of you knew of the pectoralis minor or what it did? It's just really interesting. As I as I prepare each week, I love to continue learning, relearning, so hopefully that's helpful. Well, I don't see any questions, so if not, we'll go ahead and do that other side. So we would have completed, right, the circles and that forward motion. So now we're going to go ahead and find that pec muscle. So our thumb is kind of right at our shoulder nodule, and our 4 fingers are cupped into that front part of the armpit. Okay, and if it helps you, go ahead and raise that arm, pinch. These fingers are going to pinch in toward each other. And to help you find it, lower that arm, and when you rotate forward, you want to make sure that you've got that muscle around there. So, all right, if we've got that pinch good, let's do those circles. So my thumb is circling, but my fingers in the axillary or the armpit are circling too. So whichever direction, circle right and pinch. Go work your way down, work your way down. Whoo, it's the same spot for me on both sides. And work your way down. Yes, I feel it too. Self-care in action. All right. And remember what we said when we're going to go back up? What would we like to do with our circles? Anybody remember? We're able to inform when we head back up what should be true about the rotation? Opposite direction. So those circles are still happening. Ooh, I might stay right here for a bit. Ooh. And we work that all the way up. Now, this exercise, I'm aware this modality could be difficult if you have problem with strength or mobility or flexibility in your fingers. So there are other methods and tools that can help, and I'll be happy to talk about that. But this really is kind of the best. So for me, ladies and gentlemen, it's right here. Ooh, I can feel that. So I'm going to give a pointer. This may not apply to you, but if while doing this you find like, yeah, that's super sensitive right there. We're doing circles right now, right? We just talked about the benefits of working the muscle in different directions. So I may just go up and down instead of a circle. I may just let you watch me cry, the good hurt, and just work up and down in that area, okay? Because remember, this muscle fiber is going this way. So my up and down there is really cross fiber. Yeah, so that could really help to reach in there and then continue those circles all the way up. I might do a bigger grip. See what I'm doing, my whole palm, to really loosen that up. I guess my posture, ladies and gentlemen, has not been well, and I could vouch for that. There's been too much sitting. So I'm doing now rotating backwards. Remember what we did? We're going to rotate that shoulder forward, and then we're going to just include the whole shoulder. So as it goes forward, I'm pulling my fingers, cupping around, still rotating forward, pulling. One more on the side. See how that flesh really moves? I'm really pulling, and I'm going to bring that down into the pec minor all the way in. Ooh, I still feel it. For me, comment and share if you'd like, but for me, it feels ropey, if that's a good way to describe it. It feels ropey in there. So this rotation, I don't think I've ever winked and blinked so much at you guys, but thank you for having me do this, because I guess I'm helping myself. I really do feel that tension in there. Same thing on this side. The arm up can help us really isolate. This one's going to be sore. So as I do those circles down, I'm really isolating that pec minor. And you know, this is beneficial for all. I mean, I can already tell, I don't know who else can vouch for this. I feel a difference in this area, I mean, straight across, and definitely in my chest, and even in my chest expansion. And that's what you ultimately want to feel. And if you're really doing your stretches well, your posture should feel it too. Now, if you say, well, I did this routine, Cindy, and I thought it was really going to just focus here, but I'm feeling in my shoulder too, this incredible little muscle does connect to a portion of your scapula. That's why if it continues to tense and we don't do this type of routine to loosen it, we start this motion. So what's that going to do? Of course, cause back problems, posture problems. So if you've loosened it, your back may feel some tension because it was the back muscles were just starting to get used to arching. And you are starting to unglue that and get them back in the right form. So it is very possible that, I feel a little something. We didn't even rub that spot, but I feel a little something there. That would be the reason why. A tiny, somewhat tiny muscle, right? It has the name minor, but it plays such a huge, huge role. And if you've just done pec massage or work, it's helpful, but it doesn't actually reach the minor. And so that's why we came through this angle to get underneath there, and why it wasn't just a topical, why we had to curve in, because it's this curving in that lets you reach that particular muscle. It's when you're in here and pinching from the top when you get truly to the pectoralis minor. So that's what it took to reach that particular muscle. And so that's just a few minutes on each side, 5 or 6 minutes on each side. Remember, we started with that stretch, so it'd be good to close with it. We'll just do 5 backwards, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cross. Let's do 5 forward. 1, deep breaths, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just loose. And that hopefully will help posture muscle. So if you start to feel arch, which, how can it not? So many of us working from home, maybe not with the perfect ergonomics, just working with what we have. Our posture is being compromised. Stress compromises our posture. So this was really to help open the chest up, okay, physically, and hopefully allow you to breathe better overall. My goal is always to kind of offer self-care, a recharge, and so hopefully that will do that. And talked a little bit about we could get to the neck because what we did, the muscle that we worked, would allow you to. So, this routine that we did where we kind of cupped all the way, that can just continue. I can just continue that, pulling and cupping and pulling, and ooh, this is giving me goosebumps. And notice I bring it all the way over. So it's not just, oh, my neck hurts. That's a pretty common, my neck hurts. And we stop kind of here. Pull that tension all the way out. Why do we do that as massage therapists? You tell us, this hurts, my shoulder hurts right here. And we work the whole back. My leg hurts, and we work the leg and the glutes. Because tension rarely is confined to this one spot where there's a knot. Something was happening on those muscular fibers, a variety of things, dehydration, stress, ergonomics, positioning, posture, dancing, and it's very rarely that it's just, oh, there's a knot and you're better. And if it does, how many can vouch for 2 or 3 days later, it's back. So this is a prime example. My neck hurts. My shoulders hurt. Pull all the way. You can feel some, pull it all the way through. What we're doing with our modalities is moving that tension, but not wanting it to just be able to quickly resume to where it was. So if there's tension here or a knot, we release the toxins or the lactic that's caught in the muscles, and you just get it here, it can easily just roll back. So we do a bit more to get that tension out. And then what do we say to do after a massage? Drink a lot of water and get those toxins flushed out. Not, great, they're sitting here, so now when I come see you next week, I have shoulder pain. Now, that does take repeat sessions, right? But that's a possibility. So we do encourage you, if you're doing now these self-massage, okay, so we've done the shoulder. Oh, while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and do more. Cup, I'm like really hooked in, and pull all the way through. You know what, could even roll that down my arms, pull that tension all the way through to release it. Similar to the big stretching that we did. Okay, get that tension to move away, or help that tension move away from a problem area. And if you do that cupping and even want to go cross cupping, so I'm gonna pull from the back of the neck forward, obviously not over my trachea. I can do that too, pulling back of the neck forward, cupping, and actually just pulling that skin through. If while doing this cross, you feel an area of tension, you can hold it. So I'm still applying pressure to maybe a spot. I'll lessen my fingers so you can see. And you could go ahead and start to do movement with your neck so that it actually gets it in deeper and can lighten away. I often find myself adjusting my jaw when I'm doing neck work. So I pull, find a spot, and move my head into it, away. I may even do some jaw work with that as well. Okay, then we always want to do those long strokes, really promote that circulation. Whew, I feel it. You can go down the hands, and shake that out. So hopefully that helps too. So today we focused on a minor but really important muscle that helps with posture, respirations and breathing, how to find it, how to warm it up, how to really work it out, how to stretch it afterwards, and then how to perhaps provide some additional relief to the neck. Remember, long strokes, actual pulling and not just stopping where the tension is, but pulling that tension all the way through. Drink water, drink water, drink water. Even after these short sessions with me, drink water, drink water. I bring mine so that I'm done and I immediately start drinking water. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for sharing your time with me. I love doing this. Look forward to hopefully seeing you next week. I don't know where you are. Tell me where you guys are and if your cities are opening up. I don't know how comfortable you feel, but I do know some states are allowing massage therapy. I am slowly returning to seeing some clients. So if that's something that works for you, I hope you well. As massage therapists, we've actively been communicating and really talking about all the measures that we want to take to promote safety, precautions, but also knowing how much it helps you, and hoping to see so many are actually booked beyond belief because people have so desperately missed just the therapy of massage. So thank you. Before we go, I wanted to just say a special thank you to people who have been ordering. I don't know if you've heard, but now Massage Intuition has a body care line, and we do lotion bars. This is a lotion bar. This one's citrus. Oh, it smells amazing. And I just want to take a moment on the video to show how these work. Are you familiar with lotion bars? A lotion bar is a solid form. It looks like soap. And actually, they hold their shape amazingly. You actually just go ahead and put it in between your hands, or let's say you're going to use this on your feet, and do a couple of, just like you're washing your hands with soap, a couple of strokes through, and the moisture is there, and you actually just rub that in right into, these bars are good for hands, feet, arms, and the elbow. So that's how a lotion bar works. They come in a tin that you can carry around with you. Safety precautions, I would recommend one per family member, so we're not sharing. And then body butters, only brought a little extra of one that I had. This one's lavender vanilla. Body butters, if you're not familiar, are thicker than a lotion. They actually have a pretty incredible consistency. I'm using mango butter, coconut oil, and jojoba. And exactly how I did it, I recommend scooping out with something like a popsicle stick or a wooden spoon. And you just apply it wherever you'd like to use it. And then you can just rub that in as well. I smell really good right now. So these add a lot of moisture. You see how that arm is shining up. I've heard models or some photo shoots, they use these a butter before. Great natural, and I just wanted to explain how those are used. Thank you to my wonderful customers that have ordered. The body butter is really great for after a shower. A small amount goes a long way. Again, this is lavender vanilla. Lotion bars are great. Travel lotion. They can be used for the body. I mean, I can do this arm where you get out of the shower, dry up, and you actually just rub the lotion bar, and it's already left its moisture. Same thing, I can rub that all in. Great for these sessions too. Great for massage. They last shelf life anywhere from 3 to 6 months, depending on how long you use them. You can use that all over. So just wanted to let you know these are available, introductory special for this month, but how to use body butter, how to use a lotion bar. I have quite a few scents, so any questions, feel free to reach out to me at Massage Intuition. As always, thank you for those that were able to join. Please share and have others experience or benefit. This will get uploaded to the YouTube channel, so please follow and subscribe to Massage Intuition with Cindy, LMT, on YouTube. I'll include that link as well. And please always provide feedback. Did you enjoy the session? Did you find it helpful? Can I design a session that you would benefit from? Something hurting? Something bothering? Something I can help? Please, please let me know. These have been created and designed to benefit you and custom designed specific for you. So please do. Thank you always for those that have been providing donations and appreciate my time. Great. I really value that. The donation information is there. But we look forward to getting together next week with creative ideas. Share with me your thoughts. And stay safe. If you have questions or concerns of what should you be asking for in terms of precautions now if your state is opening up, let me know. I'll be happy to let you know what you should be expecting, what your session might look like, and what rights you have as well. So thank you everyone from Massage Intuition Headquarters. This is Cindy Velez Mejia. I loved working on our pecs today. Stay safe, recharge, self-care, stay positive and strong. You're doing amazing things, and I support you 100%. Thank you for your time. Have a great evening. Bye, everyone.